Hello, guys. It's time to go live again and to enjoy the spirit of things. Man, been so rocky week. It's having so many issues, and nowadays I was roughing. I'm so fucking tired, but okay, let's work it out. There are some things that I really appreciate with my fans and. I do love you all, guys. I really do love you all. So it's time to get this underway. I will now share this link on Twitter. Just 1 second. 1 second, okay. Okay, just okay. I was able to break it out. Okay, it's time to go live right now. Welcome again to everyone. I will try to be as brief as possible. You already know the majority of my odds, but in the case you don't, it's time to officially get underway because there were so many changes, there were so many manipulations recently, and what am I thinking of it? Well, I'm trying to get into the spirit of things and to see how is this gonna go. Like many fights were cancelled, many fights were not cancelled. I've seen delays, I've seen postponing, but as I officially said, some things affect you, some things make you stronger. It really depends, you know. And this card, it was a big of shock. Hello, JJ Tosk. How are you, my friend? This card was a big shock for the die-hard fans of the greatest sport in the world. As you know, that last time Tatsuro Taira versus Carlos Candelario got cancelled. And maybe it's time not to get cancelled again. So, I'm gonna go with my predictions play by play. First of all, Andre Petrovsky versus Nick Maximo. I've got Maximo to win. I can say I'm pretty much confident in Maximo to win. So Nick Maximo for minus 380. Let me see. How are you doing, JJ Dolls? Charles is the real deal. The way he dropped Justin was insane. Yes, he is a real deal. Yes, he is a real deal. I'm backing you up all day on that one. I'm so glad Charles won that fight, but I'm sorry because they manipulated the scale. But yeah, that's it. Maximum submission or maximum decision for plus 112. I do see this as a mismatch, my lads. So yeah, Charles is the real deal. I'm backing you up all day long with that statement. Maximo versus Petrovsky, I could even dare to say that Maximo is the lock. Also, I placed a bet on Maximo, just to know. One bet is Maximo, second bet is Taira. So I went to a bookie, I already had a bet on Taira, and I said, can you add one more on Maximo? So I got two singles. One single is Taira to win, other single is Maximo to win. And next one, Carlos Candelario versus Tatsuro Taira. I've got Taira. I've got Taira to win for minus 240. I got Tatsuro Taira to win for minus 240. Tatsuro Taira versus Carlos Candelario. How much is Taira KO TKO? If I must like Taira inside the distance is plus 110. Taira KO TKO is plus 400. Taira versus Candelario. I also like this. Goes the distance. This is also plus value. I also like that as the plus value is plus 122. So these are all the odds I like. Also, I will have some time to sleep, which is top notch, Virna Jandiroba versus Angela Hill. This is one of the hardest fights to pick on the whole card. Jandiroba versus Hill. Fight goes the distance, minus 212. Confident that Rakic will beat Jan. Put me on that bandwagon, mate. I'm also confident. The winner of Glover Jirka. Absolutely. I'm backing you up on that one. I also believe that Rakic has everything to defeat Jan Blachowicz. So, yes, I'm backing you up on that one. Jandiroba versus Hill. Jandiroba is great BJJ, but she was outstruck by Mackenzie Dern, so I'm gonna say Hill decision if I must pick a side. Hill decision. Hill decision plus 200. I like that one. Jandiroba decision, I've seen her slowing down significantly, so it's not something that I prefer to see. Alan Patrick versus Michael Menace Johnson. No distance. To be honest, Bivol was better. I was surprised. I placed a bet on Canelo. I was surprised. It is a reminder to never bet on boxing. But it was a great, impressive performance by Dmitry Bivol. Very, very impressive performance. No distance is plus 115. Rakic annoys me, and Jan is a great guy, but I think Rakic is winning sadly. My IQ is too. I think the same. I don't like watching Rakic, but he is going to win. He is now a point fighter. He does enough to win the fight, but he is going to win. I also think Rakic is going to win. Alan Patrick versus Michael Johnson, no distance is plus 115. I haven't seen a knockout of Menace Johnson for a very, very long period of time. Johnson, KO, TKO, plus 275. But my first pick, no distance, gonna be if I must pick a side, I'm probably Menace. Do you think Rakic will be wrestling? There is a chance. Rakic was born in Austria and he grew up in Austria, but he is Serbian by ethnicity. So yes, technically yes. He is fighting under the flag of Serbia, so yeah. If Rakic just focused on destroying the legs like he did against Smith, he'd be great. Yes, there is a chance that he will try to wrestle. Jan Blachowicz is not the best wrestler in the world, and you've seen what Glover did to him. He could have easily finished Smith by standing up after going to the ground. Yes, but he didn't want to finish the fight. He just wanted to outwork Smith. And I mean, Rakic's strength and conditioning coach is now his head coach. So that explains the transformation, style difference, etc., etc. That can explain. So yes, technically he is from Serbia, but he grew up in Austria. But yeah, by ethnicity, Rakic is Serbian, so the best Serbian ever mixed martial artist. And I would like to see Rakic fighting for the title. I'll be honest, I would really like. But he has to beat Blachowicz first. Then Andrea Lee, Vivian Araujo. Lee versus Araujo minus Lee versus Araujo to go the distance. Let me say let me see Angela Lee decision. I can see a big uppercut finishing Rakic after he outstrikes Jan the first couple rounds. We will see. But Rakic will not be fishing for a KO. No way he will be fishing for a KO. Andrea Lee versus Vivian Araujo. Andrea Lee decision plus 160. I don't see a finish in this fight. Then, okay, just to edit something. Okay, now we're transitioning to a main card. I will gladly. Hey, how are you, Joe? How's everything doing, man? Are you at work again? Pretty much pleased that you stopped by. I know you're working every single day, and it really, it is really a great time because you stopped by. I'm really happy because you're in this chat, man. How do you do on Saturday? I was right about Chandler, but I was wrong about Canelo winning. Just got off, headed to gym. Awesome. You mean on UFC? 10 out of 14. My picks were 10 out of 14 on UFC. Also excited to see Alan Nascimento fighting this week. His teammates with Charles. Yes, I know. I have Hadley winning, but it's gonna be hard. He has a better chance. Cannonier against Izzy or Alan against Usman. Cannonier against Izzy. I think Cannonier against Izzy. Jake Hadley. Hadley to win. Hadley to win. Clean sweep. Way to go, man. Way to go. You did a great job, Joe. Excellent. I'm glad you finally had a clean sweep. I only had perfect card once in my whole life, believe it or not. And I'm following this sport for 27 years. Hadley decision. I like both Hadley decision and Nascimento decision. And Nascimento is heavily underrated. Hadley decision plus 160. Nascimento decision plus 450. Hadley versus Nascimento goes the distance. Kanye almost lost to Gastelum. Yes, he almost lost to Gastelum, but Gastelum nearly defeated Adesanya. He came very close, but he made the fatal error. Olives, Godinez, Brown, Hoivel. Way to go, Joe. You know, he made a fatal error. You remember when he rocked Adesanya and tried to wrestle? And Branson, don't forget the first round. Yes, I know. Hadley versus Nascimento goes the distance. Hadley Nascimento goes the distance. Hold on. How much is fight goes the decision? Minus 115. I think that's a reality. Looking to fade Hoivel in his next fight. I will also fade Hoivel in his next fight. I didn't expect such an easy win for Hoivel. Hence, I picked him, but it was like a toss-up for me. But I picked him because Range pressed me. You know, Range, Capper comparison picks. He pressed me to pick the guy, and I was like, okay, Range, I'm picking Hoivel, and it was a good decision. Then Frank Camacho versus Manuel Torres. I've got Torres to win, minus 130. What? Torres is the favorite? I think that was the last time Izzy wanted to actually fight someone. If he fought Gastelum now, it'd be more like kicks at range. Not familiar with Hadley, but Nascimento is tough. Yeah, fight goes the distance sounds like a great pick. What you say? Why Torres is the fucking favorite, man? Why is Torres a favorite? Torres, it was a pick and fight. What the heck? Torres inside the distance. Sorry, guys. I was hoping it's gonna be a great underdog pick. And guess what? Torres, it used to be a pick, eh? Shitty, man. What would be your top 3 fights to that we must see this year? For me, Charles Islam, Izzy Pereira, and Hamzat Colby. If you talk about the fights that haven't happened as of now, then I'm backing up your 3 picks. If you're talking about a potential rematch, I must see Bailey versus Joanna too. Then put that fight instead of Izzy versus Pereira. But if you count all those other fights, if you count them, then I agree with your picks. I think Torres doesn't have UFC experience, if I remember well. I don't think so. No, he fought at Contender Series where he destroyed Colton England, but he competed at UWC El Combate, Mexico Regional, Club Hardcore Fighter, and he mostly finishes his opponents. But Camacho can also finish him, so safe pick Camacho for those fights as well. Oliveira to defeat Makachev, Easy versus Pereira, fight not going the distance. Khamzat versus Colby, I'm giving more chances to Colby. Let me see. Torres inside the distance sounds more probable. Camacho versus Torres, no distance. This is more safer pick. Torres is aggressive, so that's something you can expect. Fight not going the distance. -300. Yeah, JJ Dolska. Charles defeats Makachev. Easy Pereira, no distance. Hard to say. Khamzat versus Colby, I'd say Colby to win. I might have some that plus money like it's some pink and juicy. Awesome, just awesome. Charles would beat Islam really badly in the fit, and he doesn't care if he's taken down since his guard is insane. Brutally true, mano. Brutally true. Brutally true. Katlyn Chokagian versus Amanda Rivas. I'm not a fan of Katlyn Chokagian, but I think she's gonna win. I mean, she's very much better on the ground than Amanda Rivas. Rivas is slightly better in the stand-up, but Chokage drags almost everybody to the ground aside of Valentina Shevchenko, so I think this is going to be a victory for Chokage. Chokage to win for -170. I like Chokage decision. I really like Chokage decision, lads. Chokage decision is +130. I like that one. Oh shit, man. No underdogs at this card. But Chokes wins. She's actually getting better luck. No, not many underdogs on this card. It kinda irritates me, guys. Not many locks on this card. I mean, not many underdog locks. Like, who even puts Justin Gaethje down like that? Last time we saw that was against Ferguson, but he got right up. Absolutely. Oliveira is very strong. Louis Smolka, Davy Grant. I've got Davy Grant winning. But it's not a lock. I got Davy Grant to win. Grant to win for -290. Method. Which method gives us plus money? I think I'm just gonna fade this fight. Which method gives us plus money? Grand KO, TKO +135. That's the only method that kind of gives a big plus money. I don't know, man. Or to say Grant wins round 3. That could also be okay. Grant wins round 3. +800. That's like if you really wanna fish for a big plus money, like Range says. Then the next one is going to be Yon Kutelaba versus Ryan Spann. Kutelaba versus Spann. No distance is -450. Kutelaba to win -220. Feel so bad for Ferguson. Me too. Happy for Chandler. Both are amazing. Yeah, they are. But I'm super sad for Tony. Hence, I bet against him. I was super sad when Tony won the fight. When Tony lost the fight, sorry. Let me see. Kutelaba submission. I like Kutelaba submission. Look at this odd. +850. I really like this one. And Spann KO TKO. KO TKO +475. Well, because he wants public attention, you know, his Hulk scream. Hulk roar. Well, he wants attention, man. He just wants public attention, and that's the way to get it. You know, in this world, if you're acting like a fool, you're gonna get more and more attention. You know how it goes. If you're attracting more attention, you're gonna sell more pay-per-views, and I think that's a part of his strategy to. I think that's a part of a strategy to get more views. That's at least how I see it. Not sure what to respond to that question. Depends on which span shows up exactly. Span, chaotic or Kutalaba submission, but no way this fight goes the distance. Next fight, Rakic to win. Let me see the odds. -1, I know. Let me see Rakic decision. How much is Rakic decision? +215. Rakic versus Yan fight goes the distance, +105. These are some picks that I have at the moment, but of course, there are many other picks and ideas, but these are my current picks at the moment for this upcoming fight card. Just to know, for Bellator, I will have picks on Thursday, and I just wanted to. That's why we fade taking a side in this fight. Absolutely. I like on many occasions to fade taking or picking a side. When Ramj says let pick a side, it kind of kills me when he says let pick a side, because there are fights where you simply can't do that. There are some fights where you simply can't pick a side, so it's hard. It's really, really hard. And now I will see about the potential underdog picks. But I didn't pick underdogs. That's like Angela Hill. That's one. Guess what? I don't have any more underdogs. I don't have round robin for the first time in my whole life. Smart man. I don't have round robin for the first time in my whole life from the underdogs. I only picked one underdog. Round robin, let me see. Hill +145. What else do I have? I need to think. What else do I have? What else do I have? Give me a few seconds. Taira inside the distance, +110. And what else? Lee decision. +160. Sorry. Haven't hit a dog round robin in a minute. Man, I haven't picked many underdogs. That's a problem. I usually pick 3 or 4, but this time I don't know what to say, guys. This time I simply don't see good underdogs. I mean, not in personal ads, but I don't see good underdog here. I really don't see a good underdog. So also I want to let you know that one vid you should pay attention to. There is one video you should pay attention to. When people say that I'm not a fighter, just I really love this. So, Privet, Device Little Goat. Как правите? How are you doing? Choks is my lock for this weekend. Bet the mortgage. Yes, I have 2 bets. These are my bets. Maximo to win one single and Tyra to win other single. I have 2 bets, but 2 single bets. So I didn't make like a complete parlay. Then I made 1 single bet, second single bet. First single bet Maximo to win, second single bet Tsura Tyra to win. Muay Thai shin conditioning. That video will premiere, so it's in the middle of the night European time, and she might stop her. So don't be greedy. Yeah, that decision prop. Yeah, you are right. She might stop her. I think Choka wins, but I'd rather go with Choka straight victory, like -170 works for me. You will ask me which are locks. Locks. Well, I got close to locks. Maximo, Taira, maybe Choka. But I refuse to bet on Choka. I'm like, I think she wins, but I didn't put her in a parlay. I refuse to bet on Choka, but those 3 should be my locks of the night. But I have the highest level of confidence in Maximov, then Tatsuro Taira, and let's say Choka number 3. Like if I must pick a 3. I must pick 3. And yeah, this Muay Thai shin conditioning video will premiere officially. You will see how I condition my shins, because people are asking constantly, how do you train? What are you doing? It's time to discover more things about myself, because I'm pretty much introverted person, and people constantly ask those kind of questions. So I decided to give them some hints about the things I do. I do Muay Thai shin conditioning. I like doing it on trees. I really like doing it. I don't hit very hard, but I do it at least once, twice per week when I have time. I have a forest near my home, and I have a forest near my parents' home. So whenever I'm having time, I do that. I do those shin conditionings, but I didn't want to talk much about that. It's like, how to say, I don't like to brag, I'm not that type of a guy. I mean, it's okay, but I'm training to get better. I'm not training to troll anybody, or I just want to get better. I just want to become better, and that's one of the reasons why I joined the local MMA dojo, because I want to become better. And yeah, I do have some bets this upcoming weekend. I do have, but my goal has always been to become better, and my goal has always been to improve myself and to work on my skills. How the book is between. I have one single on Maximo and other single on Taira. So $5 on Maximo to win, $5 on Taira to win. These are my. I initially only bet on Maximov, and after that soccer match, I just entered the book and I said, "Can you add me Taira, please?" But not on the same bet, and he added. Yes, I lost cash on Canelo. Yes, I was right about Chandler, but I lost on Canelo. Yes. To be honest, I was very surprised with Bivol outstanding performance. Yes, I lost cash on Canelo. But literally, sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. So just like everybody. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. That's how it goes. Nothing special much of that. Yes, I lost on Canelo. But when I won, have you seen when I won on Chandler? When Chandler won, that I wasn't even happy. Have you seen that? Guru would be like, "Woohoo! I won the bet." I was like, "All right." I was sad. I'm Ferguson's fan. The Tony lost ruined my year. I had him winning. Not only yours. My weekend was ruined. That weekend was ruined because Oliveira missed weight in the first place, and despite he won, he can't be crowned to the champ. And we've got another problem because Tony was doing amazingly until that knockout. But when you evade a front kick, you mustn't do this. That's good for high kick, but not for front kick. With front kick, this is the worst thing you can do because it targets your chin. Be easy, bud. Gotta go get this money. Cheers. Take care. Thank you so much for stopping this chat, Joe. Thank you so much. Tony lost as well, and he was on his way to win. Yeah, Tony was winning, man. If I was the judge, I was thinking about giving round 1 to Tony, but I was, was a close round. Dropped him and was smashing his leg and good from his back. Yeah, man, but I don't know what happened to Tony. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't know what happened to Tony. I had Chandler winning, but I was hoping that I'm making a big mistake. I'm going to tell you something. I intentionally bet on Chandler because I wanted Tony to win. I got Alexander points and I'm Albanian. No problem. I also got Alexander points. Hello now. Just a very lucky shot. Lucky or not, Tony unfortunately went down like a wrecking ball, and I was sad for like for the next 24 hours. I was sad, so it really hit me. Yeah, I got Rakic by points too. I think Rakic is gonna win. I think he's better than Blachowicz, and then we will see whether Glover or Yeri are going to win the next fight. Because that's gonna be a title shot then. Yes, I agree. Very lucky shot. Lucky or not, unfortunately, he lost. What time European? What are you asking about? The fights. The fights will get underway at 1:30 Central European time. Fights will get underway at 1:30 Central European time. And the main card will kick off at 4 a.m. Central European time. So I can get up for prelims. This is okay because I can go to bed at 8 a.m. and I can sleep, for example, 4 or 5 hours, which is more than enough for me. This is more than enough for me to. This is more than enough for me to, to get into the spirit of things and to get rest, etc. I just hope it's gonna look okay. But if I sleep a bit, I will feel fine. If I sleep like 3-4 hours, I will feel very much fine. It is better than not sleeping at all. Guys, I'm just a die-hard addict. I'm not gonna lie to you. For me, MMA is life. There's no better life. There is no better life than MMA. I have never met something better than MMA in my whole life, and no matter what I do, MMA will always be number one. You can change everything in your life, but my life without MMA makes no sense. Florian Marcoux versus Stevie McCann would be such a good fight. I got Marcoux late knockout. I've got Marcoux winning that one. I think Marcoux deserves to win the title, especially after that victory over Maxim Prodan. I've seen his quality after that victory over Maxim Prodan, so I do think that Marcoux deserves the title shot, and I believe he will be a champ. Well, I don't know whether it's gonna happen in close future or distant future, but I do believe the guy has a championship potential. If that's what you're asking, yes, he does have a championship potential. I did some changes in the description. I really do believe he has the best championship potential, and the guy has good chances to win. I mean, if you ask me, yes, he really has good chances to win. But that fight against Prodan was so tough. When he was able to beat Prodan, he can beat anybody. I know people now are gonna laugh saying, what are you talking about? But guys, I know what am I talking about. For me, Maxim Prodan is a high-level boxer. Extremely high-level boxer for me. And defeating him, it means you're ready for the title. For me, it means you're ready for the title. Most embarrassing thing is when you go to gym and have sweat stains. Really? Why? Why? No, really, I'm asking why. Tony is out cold with his feet curled. Yes, he's out cold with his feet curled. Vlad. I know, man. I know I said that. Have you seen how sad I was? Tony is out cold with his feet curled. Yes, he's out cold with his feet curled. Vlad. I know. I was super sad when I said that. Maxim Prodan fighting this week. Really? Who is his opponent? I didn't know he's fighting. Yeah, Robert, you're the king when you say that. I know, but I was so sad when I was saying that. I was looking like some kind of a zombie who was reading the fairy tale. But, man, did it have to go that way? It was just so sad way to go. So sad way to go, man. Yeah, Tony is out cold with his feet curled. Yes, he's out cold with his feet curled. Vlad. Credited by Vlad. Man. But until that knockout, Tony was doing well. It was hella funny, BC, of the monotone voice. It sounded like you didn't care. Really, it sounded like I didn't care. Oh, man. Well, yes, it sounded like I didn't care, and inside of myself, I literally started crying. But I'm not the guy who shows emotions too much, because I'm just that type of a guy. But I was super sad, man. Nate Diaz and Tony next. That could be a good fight to pick. Yeah, I know. I know it sounded like I didn't care. That makes it even funnier. Because it really sounded like I didn't care, and I was like, and inside of myself, I was like, that was my reaction. Like, is this really happening? I actually started laughing when I heard that, when I was just in shock when I watched it. I know, man. I know. Everybody were in shock, not like you. Yeah, it sounded like, I know, it sounded like Vlad is playing some video game, etc. But, when I'm sad, I'm gonna tell you something. When I'm very sad, that's how I react, monotone voice. But when I'm extremely sad, that's how I react. For example, if you see somebody getting flattened and I have a very monotone voice, that means I'm very sad. So every person expresses the emotions differently. So if you see monotone voice without a single change, it means I'm very sad. So, but I know it sounds funny because people will think that I don't care, but that monotone voice means that I'm extremely sad. And yes, I was extremely sad. That's not a joke. I was extremely, extremely sad when that happened. And when you saw that, you were like, what the heck is happening? Yeah, Imani was lighting candles. Guru was, I think he was not raging. Not sure. But with Guru, you never know whether he's gonna rage or not. I think he was not raging on that one. I heard that they are going to make Conor Ben versus Jose Ramirez. I would like to see that. But the funniest thing is when Guru loses a bet. And actually, I won a bet on Chandler. But I was extremely... but I lost on Canelo. But I mean, I don't care much. I won Chandler, lost Canelo. But big left and another big left. Monotone Vlad. Yeah, big left and another big left. Tony is out with his feet curled. Tony is out with his feet curled. Another famous quote. I love when people repeat my quotes. Oh, man. You're a real fan. You're a real fan, man. I thought Jose Ramirez lost to that Ukrainian guy. I also thought the same, but it seems the judges didn't think that way. In boxing, there are so many controversial judges, but there are more and more robberies in MMA. For example, Lupita Godinez versus Jessica Penn, Danny Roberts versus Ramazan Emeev. There were so many controversial robberies. And yeah, that's awesome. Like when, but yeah, majority of other YouTubers, they rage, they change emotions, etc. But me, I rarely change emotions because when I'm very sad, I'm like monotone voice. When I'm in a great mood, it's like oscillations. But I'm also on those meds. So if you don't see me expressing that much, it's because meds suppress those emotions. And but that's just me. I can't pretend. I would like to pretend, but I can't. I don't know to act. I'm actually a very terrible actor. I should really work on my acting skills, but either you're born with something, either you're not. Guru is a singer, artist, and also rager. Mr. Rage, especially when he loses the bet. You fucking pussy, I put my money on you. What are you doing? Can't you just march forward and knock that guy out? Kinda hard to copycat Guru. I can't even copycat how he criticizes fighters when he loses the bet, but that's funny. That's very funny because Guru is the funniest when he loses the bet. Especially, do you remember that one against Chris Curtis? Do you remember when Chris Curtis pulled out an upset? Chris Curtis is a dog shit, but he won the fight. The Guru is more effeminate than monotone. Is the problem there? You need to have certain estrogen level to do it. That means I have zero estrogen. I have zero estrogen. You know, if Guru sees that, he would be raging for sure if he sees what you wrote. Monotone chat. Yeah, you probably need to have some estrogen in your body, but it means or when people say for Guru about estrogen levels, or when they call him Juru, like he collects the money for the bank. He has a lot of money and he is investing it into a bank. Collecting money for better tomorrow. Yeah, let's collect some money for better tomorrow. That's a great way to go by the MMA Guru. But it's funny, man. It's so funny. But I can't copycat that kind of a voice. Like I can for maybe 20 seconds and I instantly start coughing. So I'm instantly like, but Guru can do whatever he wants. I mean, it seems he is not sensitive to pollution. I was at UFC on Saturday, cage side, was in America, now back to boring UK. I'm 16 as well. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So how was it at the event, Albania Boxer? Did you enjoy the event? Or I mean, UFC was excellent. This event was really, really excellent. Aside of Rose Namajunas versus Carla Esparza Snooze Fest, other fights were very much on point, according to other fights were very much on point. So I've got to say that other fights were pretty much on point. I've enjoyed every single fight, and got to say that all those fights were outstanding for me in the first place. So yeah, I really enjoyed every single second of those fights. Sorry, something is happening. All right. Okay. Okay, just 1 second. I have something. Something is going on. 1 second. Something happened with my phone. All right, everything is okay. It was good. I met Paddy and Aljo. How was Paddy doing? No, really, how's Paddy doing? What's happening with Paddy? I've seen that Paddy gained some weight. You know, it used to be Paddy the Baddy, now it's Paddy the Fatty. Man, he looks like he fights at 185, not 155. Now it's Paddy the Fatty. He looks way fatter, you know. But Paddy chubby. If you say that and you were at the event, then it means he is chubby. It means he gained a lot of weight. But he should start cutting that weight, man. It doesn't look nice on his body. I couldn't imagine myself looking fat like Paddy Boy. No, I really couldn't imagine myself looking fat like Paddy. Like, it makes no sense to me. Like, being fat, it's a disrespect to your own body. No, I see it as a disrespect to your own body. I see it as a global version of disrespect. Even imagine me being fat. I would call it a disrespect to my own body. It means that I don't respect myself. I used to be a fat when I was a kiddo, and I would never ever let myself be fat again. Never ever. It's just too much for me, you know. Just too much for me to handle because I can't be fat anymore. Never ever. I didn't look good. I didn't look good in the mirror when I was fat, guys. I really didn't look good in the mirror, and it irritated me a lot. It affected my emotions, the way I was feeling. When you're young and fat, it's not looking good. For me, at least, it's not looking good. I think I still have traumas from that period of time. I really do think that I still have traumas from that period of time. And today I was working a lot. I was also reffing. I was having a hard time. Yeah, it's a big. If you're fat, very very big trauma. Very big trauma for your body and for your mental health also. Some things can change us mentally a lot. And when I was the fat, it really changed my way to view the world. When you're a kiddo and when you're fat, people constantly throw you, play with you, and bully you. It's not good, not good way to go. At least for me, it wasn't good. Maybe, maybe for someone it would be okay, but not for me. I was having different way to view the world. If you know what I mean. I would never let myself be fat again. Never ever. Even if I need to record a video that could raise awareness of people, I'm ready to do that. But I don't have photos when I was a kiddo. Unfortunately, flood destroyed all those photos. We had flood in 2014, and that's not something I enjoyed. No, that was a dark period of my life. Yes, I used to be a good student, etc., but that was a very, very dark period of my life. A period that I don't want to remember too much. The best period of my life started when I discovered this channel, when I discovered all the great fans all around the world. Sorry, guys. When I discovered all those fans all around the globe. I hope next year, if they take me off meds, that I am going to visit an event in the United Kingdom. So I will try next year, but just they need to take me off the fucking meds because those meds are literally killing me, turning me into a fucking zombie. It's pretty much, it can be pretty irritant, but that's life. You know, we got used to life and we got used to everything. Like, it's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard hit you can hit and keep marching forward. And I was having a lot of hits in my life, but I've never given up. I've never lost my faith. I've never ever lost my faith. And you know, I could have been a motivational speaker. I think I have a lot of talent for something like that because being a motivational speaker could be a good profession for me because I've been through the worst. Like, I have a great life story that could inspire many people, but I used to be a very shy person earlier, but nowadays, not anymore. Not anymore. I always talk to my lovely fans. I'm always posting everything everywhere, and I'm really, really trying to get into the spirit of things. So, guys, I'm very grateful to you for taking part in this conversation. Thank you so much for being so fun, so lovely, so great. Tomorrow I will probably not go live. I think I won't. Maybe very briefly for LFA, but I will try to rest a bit tomorrow. I also must go to my wrestling class. Thursday I will try to go with Bellator predictions. I think I will go on Thursday with Bellator predictions. So it's not, the wheel can't stop rotating. The wheel must go on. The show must go on. So have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much for listening to me, and catch you later, my dear fans.